guys, thank you for watching another episode of 30 Days to Social. Today I'm going to teach you how to get around empireavenue.com and show you how you're going to use this for the future few weeks for the social networking program 30 Days to Social. Now the first thing you need to do is go and create an account on empireavenue.com. That process is very simple. I'm not going to walk you through that. But here on the screen you see a newly created account and more or less what you're going to see when you create your account. Now this is Robert Cardoza and I am managing his account for the time being. So when you go to create your account, there's a couple of things that you need to do. First is go to the front page of Empire Avenue, so go to empireavenue.com and you can log in with Facebook or create a new account right here by clicking on sign up now. Once you create your account, then you're ready to go and we can move to the next step, which I'm going to show you now. So creating the account is very simple. I'm not going to walk you through that, but pause the video, go create the account, and then come back. And then I'm going to walk you through the interface and show you what we're looking at here and the next steps that you're going to take, because this is going to be very important for your measuring efforts for Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and your Facebook fan pages, which we haven't talked about yet, but we'll bring up in a subsequent episode. So hopefully you've already paused the video and came back, and I'm going to walk you through top to bottom on how this interface works. At the very top you have home, and this takes you back to the home page which we're looking at right now. Next to it you see your icon, and if you click on that small arrow right there, you'll see what you can access and some of the information that it's available to you. Next to that you see your ticker name. This is what people recognize you by. This is similar to your Twitter handle or your Facebook address or your LinkedIn public profile address. This is simply how people are able to find you or buy more stock in you. Then you have your available bank balance. This is how much money you have to spend. And this is your current share price. Next to that is your total wealth in the game and how much money you have based on your portfolio value and how much money is in your bank. So right now we have about 255,000 EVs, and about 101,000 of those are in the bank. The rest are based on investments. To the right of that we have our notification system that will tell you what's going on your profile. This is when somebody buys you, for example, it will show you that happened. If somebody leaves a comment for your profile, it will show you here as well. And to the right of that we have our settings. These are the main settings for your entire profile and the account, and in fact we're going to go and change some of the settings right now. If you go to edit your profile, you can see where your information can be filled out, what locations, your birth date, your country, language. So go ahead and make sure that this is all filled out if you haven't done it. Make sure you also have a profile picture. You can choose a file right here and upload it. And during the creation of your account, you might have picked a ticker that you don't like or that you might want to change. This is also where you change it. If you want to change it, for example, to something different, then you go down here, click on the field, change the ticker, and you will be set. In this case, the ticker that we picked was based on Robert's profile and his activity as a radio host personality. So we call it RC Live. You want it to be short and memorable, just like Twitter. And keep in mind that it's going to represent you for the rest of the life on Empire Avenue, unless you choose to change it, but that's going to cost you after the first time. The next section that I want to show you is the settings page, because there's a few things that I'd like you to turn off because they make your computer slow down and they don't really add a lot of value. There's two of those that I want you to turn off. If we go to the home page, for example, you will see it, and I'm going to show you real quick. At the very top right here you see a ticker similar to what you see on the stock market, those big screens where you see the company's names flying through. So this at the very top shows you information about different users and their current stock price. This is mostly your people that you own, but it's very useless and is very resource intensive for your computer, so turn it off. The second part that we're going to turn off is this chat feature down here. It is pretty much useless and it also slows down your computer. So we're going to get rid of both of those. To do that, make sure you're on your Settings tab. Remember, we got here by clicking on your Settings menu over here. Then you can go to Account Settings or Edit Profile and then click on Settings. Once you're here, towards the right hand side, you will see Chat Settings. So you want to disable Involved Side Chat. Click on that. Then it becomes disabled. You'll get a notification of that. Turn it off. And then the next one is hide ticker. You don't want the ticker to be showing because you're not going to use it the way I'm going to show you how to work on Empire Avenue. So hide the ticker, and now we're ready to go. Go back to the home page. Notice that there's no ticker on top, there's no chat, and you can't see it, you can't feel it because you're not on my computer, but the site already is a lot faster to move around and do stuff. So the main feature that we're going to be using from Empire Avenue is the ability to track your activity in your social networks. Like I said, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and let me show you how we get started with that. Right here at the very bottom, under your picture and your current share price and your net wealth, you will see My Profile, Portfolio and List, Advisors, Connections, Achievements, and Missions. Today we're just going to focus on connections. So go ahead and click on Connections, and you will see all the different connections that are available for Empire Avenue. Most of the ones that will show up on your profile are actually going to be grayed out, just like Facebook here, Twitter. Then let me show you the rest of them here. So we have, this is a Facebook page, this is YouTube, this is Foursquare, then we have another Facebook, then we have Twitter, Flickr, LinkedIn, Instagram, WordPress, Google+, and the blogs. So we're only going to focus on 3 today because that's what we covered on the past few weeks. So notice if you scroll down a little bit more, you will see connect to your Twitter account, connect your Facebook account, and down past a couple more you'll see connect your LinkedIn account. So here's another quick pause that I want you to make on the video. Pause the video and go and log in on another window to LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Now I've already done that over here, and I'm already connected to Facebook and LinkedIn, and Twitter. I'm going to log in really quick using my handy dandy LastPass activity here. Where is Robert? Robert, autofill and log in. So now I'm connected to Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn with the account that I want to connect to Empire Avenue. Once you have logged into the 3 main accounts that we talked about, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, you want to come back to your Empire Avenue and connect those accounts to your Empire Avenue account. So we're going to start with Twitter. Make sure you logged into Twitter. Then click on the Connect button. That's going to take you to a Twitter application permissions page where you want to accept. So we're going to sign in. We already signed in as Robert Cardoza, so that's okay. We're just simply going to click on the sign in button. And you can see a check mark and a notification that the account has been connected, which is great. It's exactly what we want. Also, the account turned from a gray box to a blue color box. So now you can see that it's been connected. Next one we're going to do is connect your Facebook account. Same process. We're going to click on Connect. It's going to take us to Facebook. It's going to give us the type of access that Empire Avenue is requesting. I believe it's okay to click on this, so go ahead and click on Allow. Once you do that, you should be taken back to Empire Avenue, and notice that this is connected. We're going to do the same thing for LinkedIn, and we're going to click on Connect. You get this little pop-up that says, as per LinkedIn Terms of Service, please understand that by connecting LinkedIn, Empire Avenue will store a copy of your profile on our service in order to evaluate your profile on a continuum basis. It's okay to click that. So click OK. You're going to be taken to LinkedIn, very similar to Twitter and Facebook, so that you can accept the permissions for this account. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. See the little wheel spinning. Now this is asking for permission, just like Facebook and Twitter, so we're going to say OK, allow it. And this should take you back. And notice now we have Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn connected. In the case of Robert, we actually connected other accounts already, so you may not have all these accounts turn up. that's okay. We just want to connect those 3 for now. As soon as you do that, within 24 hours, Empire Avenue is going to start tracking your activity. And if you go back to the home page over here, you will see this connection scores. This is the part that we care about for the next few weeks. We want to look at our Empire Avenue score, our Facebook. This is a Facebook fan page, which we don't have yet. So this is our regular Facebook profile, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you happen to have a blog already that we haven't covered yet, you can also connect that if you want. Down at the bottom, you can add a new blog, and you do that by clicking right here where it says add new RSS feed or blog. We're not going to cover that right now, but if you feel adventurous, you could do that yourself. So your homework for today is to create an Empire Avenue account if you haven't done so. We talked about it a few weeks ago. We talked about it last week with Robert Cardoza on his show. And the other part of the homework is to connect your Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn accounts to Empire Avenue. We're going to need them to start tracking that, and we can't do anything for about 24 hours after that. So go ahead and make sure you connect it, create your account, and I'll see you back tomorrow with the next episode. So have a good one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and catch us on the radio on AM 1050 in Southern California or at kcaaradio.com on the internet live every day from Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. Talk to you later. Have a great day.